What's up guys? Shane here, and I want to show you my Uwabami deck that I brought to the Pasadena Regional in California. So for those who don't know, Jasco Games was in attendance at the regional. Both Tim and I brought some decks, including set 3 cards in them. So for example, I had Uwabami, Eraserhead, and Bakugo. Tim built Coda, Stain, and a few other decks. And we had an open invitation to anyone at the event. They could come up and challenge us during their downtime. So whether they got done their match early or they was like later in the day and they dropped from the event or whatever, they could challenge us to a game. And no matter what, they walked away with a random card from set 3. So for example, if they lost, they got a common or uncommon at random. If they won, then they got a random XR card. So it was a really cool way to engage with the community, and just seeing players hype for the set, man, that was awesome. And I had a really good time, and yeah, I just want to show you the Uwabami deck, so let's get right into it.
All right, I want to talk about Focus Attack first. This card had quite a few iterations in playtest. I think it started off as like a 5 speed for 5 damage, went up to 6 damage at some point. The combo enhance toggled between +3 and +2 damage for every printed mid-attack in your card pool. We didn't want this card to threaten over half the health of a 6-hand size character just as a 2-step combo. And what I mean by that is like attack, and then focus attack. That's like a 2-step combo. As a 3-step or 4-step combo, it's fine because you're putting in the effort. But long story short, we dropped the damage down to 3 and then we bumped the speed up to 6. One thing about making it 3 damage is that there's defensive counterplay with cards like You're So Obvious and Short Circuit that return attacks down to printed damage. So those cards serve as very good defensive options for focused attack. Another thing is that Uwabami can actually pick this up because it's 3 damage. Like when we sent this to print, Uwabami Focus Attack was one of the first decks I wanted to build. Because previously Uwabami had to play real attacks and then her enhance picked up utility attacks. Now she has access to a finisher, and it's really consistent too, because like even if you have like super bad luck and you check all your focus attacks, you can still play another attack and then return focus attack to your hand from your discard. So she always has access to her kill condition, which is really cool. Also, her response at the start of your Arrival's End phase, add 1 card from your card pool to your hand. In this game, you have to block with attacks, and it feels bad because at the end of your turn, they go to your discard pile. Uwabami gets to recover an attack. So like, let's say you block with an attack, she can just like bounce it back to her hand, which is awesome because she has it in her hand for next turn to attack with. So like, she'll always have attacks to play, then use her enhance to pick up focus attack or whatever. So like, she always has this combo. So man, this deck's so sweet. Also, her middle enhance, remove 3 cards from your discard pile. The next printed 3 damage attack you try to play gets a -1 difficulty and +1 damage. Usually with focus attack, I'll try to like 2-step, 3-step, 4-step combo with this thing and just make it like huge. And that's usually how I like win my games. So that middle enhance really helps with those long attack strings. Also, kind of want to talk about the deadlock enhance on focus attack. Usually, when players choose to go into deadlock, they will build 11 foundations, and then one of those foundations will have an enhance ability that destroys a foundation to get them out of deadlock. If that's ever the case, if they build 11, focus attack not only serves as a finisher, but it's a really strong poke because you lead with focused attack. Since you play the attack, you get the first enhance, so you enhance with your deadlock enhance, you target commit 3 rival foundations, and then you get damage, and it's a really good way to punish players who actually choose to go into deadlock. So just want to point that out with focus attack. Not only is it like an amazing finisher, but it's also like an incredible poke when they're at deadlock. So focus attack is combo mid-attack, so of course the other attacks in my deck are mids. I have Back Alley Haymaker, one of the strongest attacks from set 2. It's got stun 2, and then the enhance I'll usually always try to build foundations in. If I don't have a 0 diff, I'll draw obviously. It's also a neat high block. You can like block with this and then respond to Uwabami, pick it up at the end of your rival's turn, and then like hit him with it later. So like it's pretty dope. And then the other attack I play is Net Gun Surprise. This is a stun 2 attack with printed 3 damage, so you can pick it up with Uwabami. So if you notice, Back Alley Haymaker and Net Gun Surprise both have stun 2. So the goal of this deck, you want to play these attacks, soften them up, stun them out, and then you play Focused Attack, which has 6 speed, printed 6 speed. So it's like, when they're stunned out and you hit them with this, they usually can't block it unless they have a plus ultra or something. But yeah, that's kind of how the deck wins. Usually I'll try to go attack, focus attack or something. It's like pretty dope. But yeah, I just played 12 attacks. My initial version of this deck had full power clash in it. It's very strong, especially when you build on the same foundation with Back Alley Haymaker. I also had one copy of Copy Harden as a high block to pick up with Uwabami. But the thing Tim and I agreed upon was that when we're taking these decks to Pasadena, we didn't want to bring like optimized tournament decks. Our intention was just to showcase cool combos that arise with set 3. So that's why I just kind of streamlined the attack lineup and just showed this. So if you wanted to build this, definitely put in full power clash. It's really strong. So yep, just 12 attacks. Let's move on to the foundations. One of the best tools that set 3 brings us, and for this deck, is To the Rescue. This was made for All Might 1 from the base set. The issue that he had was that like he can make his like 40 damage reverse throw or like whatever attack he wants to do, but he would run into the same issues where it's like effects that reduce to printed damage, like You're So Obvious or Short Circuit, were like really tough against him because he really didn't have a way to touch his opponent's board. Now with To the Rescue, he can actually like play attacks, seal the defensive foundations that are going to stop him, and actually go for his game plan. So yeah, this card is really awesome. Focused Attack and Back Alley Haymaker are both punches. I'll play Back Alley Haymaker. If they have any stun hate, I'll remove this and seal their stun hate. Then I can stun them out and not worry about it. A card that really stops this deck is Sticky Balls. Stops any combo deck, especially two-step combos. So you can go like attack, and then these Sticky Balls clog your pool. Now your like combo attack doesn't work because the card behind it doesn't have like the traits needed or whatever. So what'll happen then is I'll play Back Alley Haymaker. I'll seal their Sticky Balls. It's a unique foundation, so like they can't bring another one out unless they drop it in somehow. But that takes care of Sticky Balls, and that can actually go for my combo then. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, To the Rescue, just it really helps secure the kill condition. Speaking about securing kill conditions, there's Note Taking. Flip to give your punch attack +2 speed. Again, the goal is you stun them out, you play Focused Attack. This is base 6 speed. You can flip this, make it 8 speed, then it's like they definitely can't block at that point. So it just helps push your Focused Attack through, dealing massive damage. And then I also have 2 copies of Constantly Improving. You basically commit 2 foundations, and then you double your attack speed. So Focused Attack has 6 speed, so it's going to get +6 speed, just further securing that like this is going to hit. Just want to mention that another card this is really good with is Detroit Smash, because it also has printed 6 speed. Just want to throw that out there. Got 4 copies of Recovery Girl's Kiss, just a 0 difficulty foundation that I can bring in with Back Alley Haymaker. Another reason I play this card is because you flip to gain a health. Uwabami has 25 health, so it's like playing these cards and help gaining life just like, you know, helps you not die, which is really nice. I also have 2 copies of Release as 0 difficulty foundations to build back in with Back Alley Haymaker. Got 4 Someone with Style. Just helps you secure kill turns. Usually I play 4 or 5 attacks in a single turn, and like committing foundations and blowing them up to ready this just helps me keep going. So it's also good stun hate. Now for some defensive foundations, I have 4 Passing the Torch. I usually almost always just exclusively draw on defense with this card. Since I only play 12 attacks, I usually have hands with tons of foundations, so I'll just build all them out. I'll hold like 1 attack in my hand. I'll block with the attack, have 0 in my hand, draw 2, and then I'll bounce the attack back with Uwabami at the end of my turn. But it's just like having more blocks in your hand is what Passing the Torch is for. 4 copies of High Value Target. Just counts as 2 whenever you block with it. Pretty awesome. 4 copies of Encouraging Training Partner. Flip to change the attack speed to 4. Very good against like decks that pump speed, like Tokiyami Dark Shadow or something. Just a good defensive card. You can also use it offensively if they reduce your speed like below 4. You can just flip this and just change your attack speed to 4. So that's also worth noting. Then I got 2 copies of Self-Sacrifice. This, along with the Release, helps destroy foundations to get you out of deadlock. Again, with this deck, I play 12 attacks, so usually there's games where I just have to build into deadlock, and these cards help me get out of it. So it's also good damage pump too. I survived. If you watch the stream game with me and Tim, I actually survived because I survived at 1 health because I used this to reduce damage by 1. That left me at 1 health. Pretty cool.
So
All right.
1? Wowzers.
All
Actually
right.
crazy. The self-sacrifice is the thing that did it.
Then final foundations are 2 Bonds of Friendship, just for the amazing high block. Sometimes they play Fury attacks, and this is awesome. But yeah, so that's all the foundations. And then the final 2 cards in my deck are 2 copies of Recovery Time. Awesome card. So it's a nice mid block with Breaker 1, which is really cool, but there's oftentimes lots of attacks that you just can't block. The speed's too high, like 9 speed for like 7 or something. You don't really, either you can't block it or you don't want to block it. So you can face tank it and then respond with recovery time and gain 4 health back. Like if you watch the stream match with Tim playing Coda, he like plays ectoplasm clones and like hits me for 5, and I just like play recovery time and gain 4 health back. It's actually pretty dope. So yeah, just a cool card. I just wanted to play it. Again, like Uwabami has 25 life, so like being able to like, you know, play this and like gain life back is really important. All right, so for the sake of the solitaire, I'm just gonna take the first turn to get my foundations out faster. Draw my hand. This isn't bad. The cool thing about drawing focus attack is that you can review it. If you go second, it's pretty nice. You can just like review it on turn 1, but I have to review it on my turn 2 because I'm going first. So I'm gonna play 4. They all pass. So their turn begins. My turn ready. Review a focus attack so I can pick it up later. I'm gonna build all of these, I think. These are mids. I can probably keep a high block. Depends on what I'm playing against. I'll play 3 foundations. All right, let's just assume they like try to kill me here. So let's see, I got a block with my high block. Probably got a block with the mid. And then like, it depends. So like, if they attack me again, I can block with focus attack. If I need to, if I don't need to, I'm not going to. Let's just say that like I don't need to, they put me at critical health or something. So end of their turn, I'm gonna bounce my net gun back. This goes here, I'm gonna draw. Okay, cool. So we got like net gun, focus, focus. So, all right. A 4, passes. So I'm gonna remove 3 for Uwabami. Well, actually I'll stun 2 first, and then I'll remove 3 for Uwabami. So I got a 1 damage here, -1 difficulty. Yeah, they can block that, whatever. What's funny, because like even if they like block with like a Breaker 1, you already get -1 difficulty kind of enemy. So let's just say they block with Breaker 1 or something. So like I need a 5 anyways. So 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna remove or stun 2, destroy this to ready someone with style. I'm gonna pick up focused attack. I'm gonna remove 3 from my discard. So yeah, that's like stun 4. So like, damn, like if they blocked this, if they block this as well, I don't know if they'll block this. They should know focus attacks coming. The thing is I got like 2 note taking, so these focus attacks need to be 8 speed. So 8 speed on these attacks plus the stun, I don't think they can block. So focus attack, this is gonna be on a 4 because Uwabami, so 4, 5, 6. 5 and 6. I'm gonna respond to the rescue to seal their like defensive foundations or whatever. So yeah, this comes in at +1 damage because Uwabami. I'm gonna combo for +9, so it's gonna be +10, so 13 total damage. Then I'm gonna note taking, give it 2 speed, so 2. So it's gonna be 8 speed for 13 damage. Make it 14 with self-sacrifice, why not? So yeah, that's for 14. Oh yeah, I removed 3 for Uwabami. Remove these 3. Make my next one +1. So they took 14, and then this is gonna be for like 17 or something. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Comes in at +1 damage. Note taking for +2 speed, combo for +12. So let's see here. 6 and 6. And then I'll self-sacrifice, pop this, give it +1. So it's actually 15 damage or something, right? 6, 6, so 12, maybe 14, 15, 17. So 17 plus, yeah, dude, they're dead. So yeah, pretty dope deck.
All right, guys, that is it for the Uwabami deck. Again, it's one of 3 decks that I took with me to Pasadena. I figured for Uwabami, I would do a video deck profile. I posted the Eraserhead deck on Facebook, as well as a couple paragraphs about the deck, and I also wrote an article on the Bakugo deck, which I will link down below. So stay tuned for Set 3 Heroes Clash, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Bye.